Good afternoon, guys. We are from a group. My name is Channel, and my partner is Ketut Dharma Sandika. We are from 3 class C. Today, we will explain about the material. We will presentation. The material is about the relative clause and order. The material number 1, relative pronouns. Number 2, preposition in relative clause. Number 3, participle clause in adverbial meanings 1. Number 4, participle clause in adverbial meanings 2. And the number 5, other relative words. Was, when, where, be. And the sixth material, otherwise of adding information, pronouns, price. In additional noun, price. And the last one, otherwise of adding information, pronouns, price, or prepositional price. Next, definition about the relative clause is one kind of dependent clause. The relative clause cannot stand alone as a sentence, sometimes called an adjective clause, because it functions like an adjective. Relative clause always begin with a relative pronoun for a noun price, or a pronoun. Number 1, relative pronouns are used to connect two sentences and explain nouns. Can be people, things, animal, and a text. The example: the first sentence, that cake is very delicious. The second, I bought it yesterday. When combined, the sentence become, that cake with I bought yesterday is very delicious. Relative pronouns have 3 categories: is subject, object, and possessive. Number 1, who, whom, and whose are used for people. The second, which, used for objects. And the last, that can be used by both humans and objects. The example: the first, the girl who met with you yesterday is my sister. The second, the apple which you gave to me last week was sweet. And the last, that boy whom loved by the teacher gets a perfect score in math test. Preposition placement in relative clause have: number 1 is in everyday English, the preposition is normally placed, and in formal English, the preposition is placed before the relative pronoun. For the example, in everyday English, the example: is that the man who she arrived with? For formal English, is that the man with whom she arrived? The next, for participle clause in adverbial meanings. 1. How to use participle clause to say information in more economical way. Please look at for this example. Example 1. Look on after carefully. Next, dashboards will last for many years. You can see for the example in my search screen. For participle clause, number 1, have a present participle clause. We use participle clause, note that present participle have a similar meaning to active verb. For the example, if you want to give the result of an action, the verb explain the example, destroying the building. The second, if you want to give reason for an action, the example, knowing she loves reading. Richard bought her a book. If you want to talk about an action that happened at the same time as another action, the example, standing the quay. I realized I didn't have any money. If you want to add information about the subject of the main clause, the example, starting in the new year, the new police van bans cars in the city center. For perfect participle clause, perfect participle can be structured to make a active or passive meanings. The example, having got dressed, he slowly went downstairs. For participle clause is having got dressed. Number second, having finished their training, they will be fully qualified doctors. And the last, having been made redundant, she started looking for a new job. For past participle clause, we use past participle clause. Note that past participle normally have a passive meanings. The example, if with a similar meanings to an condition, you can use in this way. Participle can make your writing more concise. If you use participle is this way. If you to give the reason for an action, worried by the news, she called the hospital. If you want to add information about the subject of the main clause, file with the example, file with friend. He walked towards the stage. And the next material will be explained by my partner Iketut Dharma Santika.
I won't explain the next material. Other relative words was, when, where, be, etc. Informal English in particular, a phrase with prepositional doing which can often be used instead of this. The example, he wasn't looking forward to the time when he will have to leave. And then the example, do you know that when we have to hand in the essay? Or the date on by which the government is to end the system where we, by which means other way of ending in information to noun phrase, additional noun phrase. Noun phrase. Often noun phrase is just a noun or pronoun. People, I like to have money. I'm tired. People is noun and I is pronoun. Pre-modifier, but noun phrase can also include determinants. Those houses are very expensive. Determinant is those house. Quantifier, I've lived a lot of house. The quantifier is a lot of house. Number, my brother owns 2 house. The number is 2 house. Adjective, I love all house. The adjective is whole house. Post modifier, other part of noun paraphrase go after the noun. There are called post modifier. Prepositional phrase, a man with a gun. The boy in the blue suit. In phrase, the man standing over there. The boy talking to Angela. Then close. These are very common after noun like idea, faith, belief, suggestion. The example, he is still very fit in spite of the fact that there is over age. She got the idea that people didn't like her. Other way of ending information noun paraphrase. Professional paraphrase, part of a professional. Preposition, specific. Preposition as mentioned earlier. Preposition are used to specific when, where, how, and why. The example: 2 for which by adds on in of on that table with Kiaman on top in the micro. Object. Example: she went to the bank. The multi preposition. Sometimes a prepositional paraphrase begins with more than one preposition, a combination of two more prepositions. Example: the tray is made out of glass. I tore a piece of the log. The challenge. You can see the challenge in Google. And the next challenge you can see in the Google. Thank you for watching our video.